watching Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I'm Cara Kilduff.
How are you?
Good. I have a cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee next to me.
So you're getting all wired up.
Yeah, because my head's pounding, but I know that's kind of like forbidden. So,
What?
I don't know. I'm not advertising for Dunkin' Donuts. If you guys see me drinking out of it, and it really is coffee, I'm just saying.
Mm.
It's been a day. It's been a day. How are you? What's going on?
I'm doing all right. Heading south tomorrow to go see my sweetie.
Are you guys going on another cruise?
In the fall.
A cruising cruise.
A cruisy cruise.
I haven't had much human conversation all day, so this is going to be interesting
Well, we've had
tonight.
some good conversation tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
Actually, there is a bit of a backstory behind our first guest. I've known our first guest for almost a decade, since he was a little gaby. He's still practically a gaby, but since he was a little gaby on MySpace days, well, he's still semi-closeted. I think we had one conversation online where I was talking about something. His response was, "I'm not ready for that." So, I'm on. Okay.
Were you saying terrible things?
I don't know. I think he's my little junior, and I want to welcome Mr. Salvatore Capizzi. Welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me.
So wait,
This is your TV cherry, right?
Yes, correct. You said this is what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Your TV cherry?
Yes,
Your
my
popping
TV cherry. Yes,
how do you feel?
definitely. I feel great. You two are wonderful hosts.
Thanks.
So very comfortable, very excited to be here.
Well,
So,
good.
yeah.
You are comfortable because you're not sweating.
Yeah, well, where you could see it.
Sometimes when guests come and they're like schwitzing, it's just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he stands up, he's going to leave a mark.
No, come on.
No, I'm gonna leave a mark. I shouldn't have wore this blue because it's just gonna.
No, you're adorable. So what's going on, Sal?
Nothing much. As John said, this is my TV cherry, but me and John have known each other for like over a decade, and I think John, he was talking about some type of fetish that I wasn't ready for 10 years ago.
It's called coming out.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm here. Out.
Well, how long have you been in New York now?
I've been in New York a year and 4 months.
Because you're a Buffalonian.
A Buffalonian, yes. Born and raised, super cold, super
You've only been
violent.
here for a year?
A year and 4 months. But I was so ready to move. I just feel like extra acclimated because I was just like this ready to dive into it. But I've like nothing, the crazy stuff has happened, but I absolutely love it. And so.
Wait, Buffalo. Isn't Ani DeFranco from Buffalo?
Yes, yes, yes.
Does she employ like everybody in Buffalo?
I don't know if she does. I know the city of Buffalo is just like its own little habitat in itself.
I've never been. I'm so intrigued.
Don't go. Don't go. Let's start that. Unless you like to be cold. People who usually go to Buffalo love to be victims. So.
Or they're up there for school.
Yes, or they're out there for school. We have really good schools, I will say that. Yeah. I'm not a college graduate. I'm a trade school graduate.
That's better. You work with your hands.
Yeah.
That's more attractive sometimes.
Yeah.
And this is my
first,
TV.
Yeah, first time I saw you, I said, that man is straight.
Really? No.
I'm teasing.
Oh wait, you went to massage school.
I did go to massage school. Massage therapist.
Are you licensed in New York State?
The state of New York licensed this.
That's awesome. Did you go to the Swedish Institute?
No, I went to the New York Institute of Massage in Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the class of October should be happy to see this. So, yeah.
But wait, what are you doing besides that?
Stand-up comedy.
What?
All over New York City. Yes.
Good.
Yes, I absolutely love it. It's something I always wanted to do, but never really like pursued in depth in Buffalo, because like the scene is so small, and I knew just like I kind of had to dive into it out here. But like I said again, some people have it like really hard. Luckily, so far, it is so hard to do, but I have met some of the most amazing producers, fellow comedians, even though like we're all like twisted people. I've been so lucky so far just to like fall in the hands and become acquainted with the right people, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
When are you performing next?
When am I performing next? Actually, Saturday at 10 p.m. at QED in Astoria.
I know
It's
that
a new
place.
Yeah, it's a new
Whose
kind
show
of.
are you doing?
I'm doing Freddie G's show.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be really fun. QED Saturday night, and then Sunday and Monday, Stand Up New York on the Upper West Side.
Nice.
So.
But when did you first have the inkling that you had the comedy bug?
Probably when I was.
When you were a teenage black girl?
When I was a teenage black. Let me talk to you about that, John. No, probably that came from me just being a terrible kid. And my mom just tried to like shape that. And I give my mom a lot of credit because she was a single mom and I was a terrible kid. But still, she would take me to like spa day with her. Or at least that's what she called it when she left me in a hot car. So.
Oh, are you an only child?
No, I have a little sister.
Oh,
She doesn't
Jesus.
follow in my footsteps. She's so good and little, and I wanted to be like a black girl as a teenager. And then I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, "You're not." So.
Were you really a terrible kid?
I was really a terrible kid.
I can't believe that looking at you. You seem so sweet.
I had to grow up fast. My parents got divorced when I was really young, so I had to grow up fast. And I just basically, my mom was always at work, so I had to like raise my little sister. It was like a pack of wolves. And then like, yeah, so. Like I didn't milk her,
perfect.
but yeah.
It's perfect fodder for stand-up comedy.
Yeah. You just like, you're forced to grow up fast. You learn about everything like so quick. You make your own friends. You're just kind of like out there on your own, like learning everything for yourself. And so you get the punches of everyone and everything in your everyday life. So, I mean, that just kind of like shaped it all. And then all through school, I was like a pervert. Because like I had to learn, like, you know, like a friend says something, mom or dad aren't there to be like, no, don't say that. So like when I was 4, I was like, look at my zipper mask. So.
Oh. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. And all the saints.
Yeah.
So I was a pervert growing up. That's,
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had anybody on the show that's just
Openly
said-
admitted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a first. I think you should be proud of yourself.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm just going to sneak away and call the authorities.
No.
Well, I was a child, so it was allowed.
Oh, so you were a prevert.
I was I've never heard that term before. Yeah, I guess you could say I was a prevert. But yeah, just once again, just like learning stuff on your own, you got to find out, you ask questions. And like when you're in 4th grade, like teachers don't want to answer those questions.
Of course not.
So,
Oh, that's why you were probably labeled difficult. Oh, he asks too many questions.
yeah, difficult is like an understatement, but sure.
Oh, no.
Needs medication.
So
Yeah.
have you been able to find regular work as a massage therapist?
Yes, throughout the city, there's like a million jobs for like everything. It's what I have noticed is longevity is something that seems kind of difficult in the city because there's so many people and like employers here just like rapid fire through a lot of people really quick. They've been here for years, so they have the mentality like people are going to come, people are going to go. So it's really hard to build up like a foundation of, you know, trust, loyalty, respect just between like employer boss. I found because all your bosses are like expecting you to come and go just like everybody else. But luckily I do have a good job.
Good.
So I'm super like I'm very lucky.
I don't know, I just feel concerned for you because you've only been here for a year and 4 months. I'm just like, okay, you have a job, you have a roof over your head, okay, there's food in your refrigerator,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And the city, he arrived broken, so the city didn't need to break him.
Yes, yes. I was ready to be, that's going to come out wrong. I was going to say I was ready to be broken, but I'm already a broken person. So, so I was, like I said, I was just ready. I was like, this is the dream. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do this. So I was like ready. So like all the minor, like little difficulties that I've ran into, it was like, I expected it.
Yeah.
I really did. Friday, I left my wallet in a cab going to the airport. And as a massage therapist, we get a lot of cash tips. So like 3 weeks of cash tips. I won't say how much cash in the back of a cab. I will say this about New York City. I am not smart enough to grab a medallion number the first thing I sit down and sit in a cab. So, so I left the wallet in the cab. Gone, all that tip money gone, all my identity gone. So I think that was a year and 4 months in. That was the first New York City-ish thing that's happened to me. So.
That's
A year, I'm doing good. So like a year and 8 months in, double that time, I'll probably get like molested taking the L train, but that's a New York City
No,
thing.
not on the L train.
No? What
No.
train?
Maybe like
He needs helpful hints. That's why.
I need helpful hints because I need to know where to go.
Oh, because you live in Brooklyn, don't you?
No, I actually live in Weehawken, Jersey.
I'm so sorry.
No, the L train. No, it wouldn't happen in the L train.
No.
Weehawken.
Yeah.
That's so clean cut.
It's nice. I like it over there. I like it.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Very nice view of the west side of the city.
Yes.
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
No, it's not. It's like middle. It's not like I'm not walking through like, but I'm not like.
Well, no, you'll be moving on up like Wheezy Jefferson before you know it. Don't worry.
You can spend the summer on the Queer Pier,
What's the queer pier?
the Christopher Street Pier.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know if anyone calls it. I call it the Queer Pier.
Okay.
It's bound to be a thing.
It's bound
gonna
to
be a thing.
We have to tell the young man where to go be a homosexual in the city. Where should he go? Go over to the West Side Highway. Kidding.
I feel like when you just said that, the West Side Highway, have you guys ever seen There's Something About Mary where all those gay dudes are like in that deserted field?
Yes.
just getting it done? I feel like that's what you just described the West Side Highway
Well,
as.
actually-
Are there designated places in the city to be gay? Because I just feel like all of New York City is
We
just
get
like
the
a
whole.
rainbow.
We get the
Yeah.
whole place.
The
whole
internet has
place.
kind of spread the neighborhood out.
You said the internet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like,
It's kind of it's you don't have as many concentrated neighborhoods anymore.
okay. So
It's
they're kind
kinda
of
the
spread
whole
out.
city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe a full one of your lifetimes before now, so it's 20-something years prior. If you had gone to that same area of the West Side Highway, you probably would have been molested and welcomed it.
Yeah, I welcome all molestation all the time. So.
You knocked my mic off.
Oh, sorry.
See, you guys are missing the creepy eye contact that's happening.
It's one-sided because it's like this is Junior here.
Well, yes. And like I said, John, even though we started off by like, you should come out, I've known you basically over a decade and knew that you were like this awesome producer. So once again, thank you both for having me. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, I'm like so interested. I just want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
That's
no,
exactly
I'm
it.
fine.
That's why that
I feel
the naughty talk is
responsible. I
no.
just met you.
Don't feel responsible. Like growing up quick, I gotta be there. I'm not there, but I'm there.
Well, this is good. It sounds like you're thriving. You're doing well.
Thank you.
It's always, I don't know, it's always kind of exciting to talk to people who are like new to the city, newish. Like I just had somebody that I went to school with, I went to college with, hollered at me on Faceplace, and he was like, "Oh, I've been here for 2 years," and I was just like, and he's older than I am, and I was like, "Oh, bless his little heart. He's been here for 2 years," and I'm just like, so I do want to meet up with this guy and just, I like your take. I want to see things through your eyes, like.
I think people have that like, oh, you're so innocent. You're such an innocent, like nothing bad has happened to you yet. So like people are like, oh, you're so new. Is there something like designated supposed to happen at like each year mark? Like I'm coming up on 2 years, like what's supposed to happen to me?
I don't remember what happened when I
John,
was
what's
here
supposed
2
to happen to me?
years.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Oh my God, another one.
Well, you know what? Like, I remember like feeling comfortable. I knew that New York was definitely my home, and I was a New Yorker when somebody asked me for directions and I didn't have to think about it. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and then I just went on my merry way. And like the first time that I was like, oh wow, I didn't have to think about that, because you just ride the trains all the time,
Yeah.
and all that crap.
Somebody asked me for directions like a day after I moved here.
Oh, that's a good sign.
And I pointed them in the wrong direction because I was also going in the wrong direction. So like, yeah, when people first move here, like you don't know. And like, I didn't want to be like rude right away because you know how you got to get into that like New York state of mind. And they were like asking me, and I didn't want to like just ignore them. And I also didn't want to say I don't know, because I hear that's how bad stuff happens when you say I don't know. So I was like, yeah, 23rd started.
Oh, I say I don't know all the time. If I don't,
Do you?
yeah, I'm just like.
I don't feel so bad anymore.
Well, I usually do that. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. Like today, no, it was yesterday. Some little Asian man came up to me on Central Park West, and he called me sir, and I just.
Oh no.
And I didn't correct him because I was like, fuck it, And he was just like trying. He's like, Central Park West Avenue and Park Avenue are the same. I said, no, honey, Park Avenue is all the way across the park. Oh, okay. And I, you know, because normally if somebody calls me sir, I'm like, I'm not a dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that lesbo thing. But but I don't know, because he had this kind face, so I just let him
Okay.
get away with it. It was just like, oh, you're lost and you're ignorant. Okay. It's like, oh, bye.
And he probably couldn't see you well because, you know. So. You said it. I followed up.
I was just stating a fact about his.
You were being factual. I was being racist.
I'd like to point out that we are in Flushing. In
Flushing?
I know. I
Flushing.
noticed that. I
Flushing's
noticed that.
Chinatown.
I noticed that when I was coming here. It's hard to miss where
Oh my
you're going
Yeah.
on your way here. So
As long as you don't start singing "How much is that doggy in the window?"
no, because
Oh
they'll probably eat it.
Okay, we're going down
Okay.
down a spiral.
You're bad.
I am naughty. That's why I was prepared for this today.
I am naughty.
I am naughty.
There's a difference. I like that.
Between bad and naughty. I feel like bad is just like prison, like juvenile delinquent. I'm just
Naughty's
like,
just like-
naughty's just like, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I want to.
Well, what is your stand-up like? What do you talk about right now?
Naughty things. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's just so much to be talked about, whether I tend to push the envelope. As people have told me I have, I've always loved to do that. I don't know if it's just like a I want a reaction thing, but there's just like certain things like race, like just like comics that I absolutely love. My favorite comics are people who just push that boundary, whether it's sex, race, relationships, issues. I
Yeah.
could go somewhere and talk about, you know, puppies and oranges and what pizza tastes like to me, but I want to talk about difficult things, and if I can make them funny, that's a huge accomplishment. If I can
course.
construct a joke or just a life situation that's happened and get a good reaction out of it, I'm saying it. That's stand-up
works.
comedy in a nutshell.
Well, that's the other beautiful thing about living in the city is that you get so much fodder for material. Just
Yes.
like it's handed to you. It's
Yes.
just like, here's this gift, this beautiful gift.
Yes.
I love that.
And in stand-up, a lot of people, I surprisingly don't do a lot of gay material, but like people always put, like, I don't know if they categorize it as that, but you know, I've been like put in like that place before where like I've been told like, we've had too many gay comedians on this show this month, so you can't do it. And it's just like a lane that people put you in once you do a couple gay jokes, I guess. But it's
But the other side of that is when you start booking gay shows and they have straight people, they're like, yeah, we've had too many straight people on.
Yes.
So there's give and
Yes.
take with that.
That's also just like when I have to follow a comedian who wants to talk about everything that that his gay friend said to him. I have to follow him by then talking about a conversation that me and all my straight friends have had. So I have to be that asshole. And I am that asshole.
Oh, no, I think that's beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
No, that is because, oh, God. Oh, that drives me crazy. Yeah,
Yes.
and cleaning up somebody else's mess.
Right, right, absolutely. And you know, people just think because you're like a gay comedian, like you're gonna get like go on stage and talk about, you know, getting pounded out by 4 black guys somewhere in Brooklyn. But I really hate talking about last Saturday, so.
You're disgusting. I'm naughty.
That's naughty, right?
I like that how you bill yourself as naughty. It's just, I
It's
like that word.
It's pushing the envelope. It's naughty. It's general conversation. I have trouble with that because, like, when I'm on stage, I feel like you're supposed to be like hyped up. I'm actually toned down. Like a personal conversation with me is so like off the wall, but like when I'm on stage, I'm actually cautious. I'm actually like, I could really offend these people, and I have to. That's why I have to like write so carefully because I'm like, a general audience won't get this. So like,
Or they'll get it
kinda-
45 minutes later on the way home.
Right. They'll be like, oh my God, that little gay skinhead was racist, was really racist tonight.
Gay skin.
Oh my God, who raised him? He raised himself.
Oh my God. We have to talk after this. Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I always get the question, do you kiss your mother with that mouth? As a matter of fact, yes.
Because I try very hard on this show but I love curse words, and I have tried very hard to not do that. And I get that all the time. Oh, you kiss your mother with that mouth? I'm like, yeah, I do. She loves it.
I know. I actually broke my mom out of her shell.
Really?
Yes, because my mom, I was the first. So my mom was like very by the book. She was very like, step by step. It was like a rehab, like childhood growth. It's like step by step by step.
She probably wondered, how am I going to keep this thing alive? You know?
Yes, I say the same thing about my gerbils. So, but yeah, I kind of just like broke the records, and like after years of like just like principal phone calls home, my mom was just finally like, F it. I'm gonna be a cool mom now. So I kind of like paved the way for like my sister just to kind of like be in the clear. I was jumping out of window. Is
your sister
bad.
like super conservative, and then there's you?
Yeah, she has like a girl attitude, but I mean that she's a teenager, so that's like kind of normal. I was jumping out of windows. Yeah. I was standing on toilets, blowing like cigarette smoke into bathroom fans. I gave her a run for her money for being the first kid.
Don't they say like you get the child that you deserve or something like that? Like, what the hell is your mother's childhood like? What did she do?
Yeah, she obviously had some type of karma coming to her because I was truly a present that just needed. I'm like the gift that keeps on giving, like a cold sore.
I was just gonna say,
Were
like
you?
herpes.
Like a yes. And if you ever get one, I'm not an ambassador, but a Breva is wonderful.
Breva, that sounds like a nice name for somebody.
I feel like she just took this from Flushing to the Bronx.
Can you imagine that? Naming your adopted child a Breva?
Don't get me started.
A Breva.
It's like if you want to name the child after a memory of the night that they were conceived.
Oh.
A Breva and her daughter and her sister Syphilis.
What would your name be if that were the case? What would your name be if that were the case?
I'm not going there.
You're not going there?
I'm not
I
going
don't even
there.
know. I never thought about that. That's a good question.
Mine would probably be like, don't do it on this couch.
Ooh. I don't know. That's really good. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. I'm not going to ask the next time I see my parents because that's just, I don't want to know.
But that's another thing too, since my parents were divorced, my mom was like constrictive. And she wanted to like, do everything by the book. And my dad was just kind of like go do whatever you want. So like I voluntarily got information like that I won't get into detail with, but my dad was like very open in my childhood. So, I mean, that kind of made it difficult to like be like, this is wrong and this is right. And, I didn't have like, because my dad was like so unfiltered and my mom was like, so I didn't know who to believe. I didn't know what was okay for like a 5th grader to say to his teacher.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you have your mom who is like, how do I keep this thing alive?
Yeah.
And your dad was like, let's see if we can kill it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So there was a lot of time in the office.
Yes. So like my whole life I've just been getting like the angel and devil on my shoulder, and I'm also a Gemini. So like
Oh, Jesus.
So like I've always had these like clash of two worlds, and that's what I love doing with my comedy too. Like I'll have like a really good like just like general, but then I like have this like right hook that I just like want to take the audience out with, and that's what it's so magical. Reactions are magical, especially like this day and age. And when I moved here, I was expecting to be like a rough and buff, hustle and tumble city. People are actually like politically correct here.
A little too much.
A little too much for...
Depending on where you are.
True, very true. But like when I moved here, everyone was like, develop a thick skin, people are gonna walk all over you. And sometimes when I have that thick skin, I'm like, it's too thick. Because my attitude is just like, what everyone told me to prepare for. And then I'm like, I think I'm being mean at this point.
You can't really prepare to live here.
No,
it's just,
you have to do it. You have to do it.
It has to happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Your skills will develop after time.
Yeah. It's not the first time
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Oh,
so.
jeez.
Well, we've had the opportunity to have some comedians on the show when they're up and coming as you are, and then check in with them every few years, and some of them are, pretty much on the top of their game now.
Yeah.
Like Ted, Ted Alexander has been on the show
Yeah.
since before anyone knew who he was, and it's just interesting to see the progression of development and who he became.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be?
Who do I want to be? Like as a comedian, like who do I
what is-
worship or what do I want to do? Or
What does
should
that
I
mean?
answer both?
Yeah, well, whatever the question means to you.
Whatever the what I want to do with comedy is basically keep on pushing the envelope. I'm never going to stop that. That's always who I've been as a kid, as a teen, as a young adult. I'm always going to push the envelope because I love to do it. I'm not going to be ignorant because I'm like a genuinely sweet person. I'm so nice. I actually have to be ignorant to be funny, but I'm just not I'm not going to be an asshole whatsoever. I like to have fun. I love to have fun, but still find a way to like, oh, should you really be saying that? So, yeah, but that's what I want to do. I want to keep pushing the envelope. I want to keep moving forward. I want to talk about things that, are just like, and a lot of people advance quicker with general material, like what can make everyone laugh. If I have to be put through the ringer, which I'm slowly starting to notice, with edgier material, I'm willing to do that just because I like what I write, I like what I say, and for me, it's worth it.
You have
For
to,
me,
you have to find your voice.
Yes, and that takes years to do. So it's not something that happens overnight, something that is developed, and I look forward to it. I honestly do. It's so much fun. It's hard, but it's so much fun.
Where can people learn more about you?
People can learn more about me on Facebook. I really don't have like a web,
Well, your page allows followers?
Yes.
This way you don't have to friend everyone. They can just click on follow and follow
Yeah,
you.
they could follow facebook.com/Sal Capizzi, my name, Capizzi. So, there, I'm very personable. I try and talk to everyone. You get the occasional pervert scumbag, but especially in like this lane, this realm of life, you have to, it's almost like a guarantee that that's something you have to deal with.
Yeah.
But it's me, like it's just me. I'm never turning anyone away unless you're just blissfully ignorant, and I have to.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm really glad that we had the chance to sit and chat with you.
I'm really glad you guys had me because this has been so much fun.
Yeah, you gotta come back.
Yeah, you're definitely coming back.
you.
Because, you fill that seat out very well.
Well,
You texted me before the show. It's like, I'm so fat. I'm so fat today. I'm so
I did. I
fat."
had like 4 dinners. I did. I was at Lenny. Like, let me tell you about my dinners real quick. I had like 4 like chicken subs,
At
like on
Lenny's?
Heroes. Yes, before I came here because I didn't really eat all day.
Did you really have 4?
No, I had like 2.5. But it's on Heroes, so they're like big pieces of bread. I don't know. I was hungry, and then after that, they put so much oil on them, and I was like a little bit nervous to do this. I was then chewing Pepto tablets in the middle of a Lenny's before I came here. So I'm pretty much crowning on this couch right now.
Oh, God.
Very nice. Well, thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.